and welcome to our chemistry class. I am your chemistry teacher Kamal Preet, and today we are going to start our next chapter, that is chapter number 6, metals and non-metals. So in the third chapter we have learned about elements. So what are the elements? Elements are the simplest form of matter that cannot be further broken. Means elements are the simplest form that cannot be further broken down. Okay, so in periodic table there are 118 elements are present. So these elements are further classified into metals, non-metals and metalloids. So out of 118 there are 21 non-metals, 6 metalloids and the rest are the metals. So we can say that mostly the elements are present in the metal form. So next we will see what are the metals. So metals are hard and shiny material like iron, tin, copper, silver, lead, zinc and gold. These are the metals that are hard and also shiny material. Then we will see metals are electropositive in nature. So here is the term, that is electropositive. What is electropositive? Electropositive is the tendency to lose the electrons. So those elements which loses the electrons, they will form cations. Okay, we have also learned about cations. Okay, after losing electrons, what will form? It is cation. So the next point is reactive, means metals mainly reactive in nature, so that's why these are present in the combined state, such as minerals and ores. What are the minerals and ores? Ores are the natural occurring rocks that contains metal. So here there are two ores are given. First one is a rock salt, that is NaCl, and the second one is dolomite. These are the metal ores from which we extract the metals. Next one is non-reactive. So mostly metals are reactive in nature. So here there is gold and platinum. These are non-reactive metals. Next we will see some properties of metal. First one is the solid. So metals mainly are solid at room temperatures, but there is some exception, that is mercury, gallium, francium, cesium and rubidium. These are the metals, but these exist in the liquid form instead of solid form. So this is the exceptional case. Okay, so next is the hard and strong. This is the second property, that is hard and strong. So mainly metals are hard and strong, but there is also exception present in this case, that is sodium, potassium and magnesium. These are soft metals, but mainly the metals are hard in nature. So there is an exception, that is some metals are soft metals. Okay, next one is the lustrous. So what is lustrous? Lustrous means shiny. So mostly metals are shiny in nature like gold, silver. These are the metals that are shiny in nature. Okay, so next property is malleable. So malleable means beaten into thin sheets. So the metals that beaten into thin sheets are gold and silver. So this is the property of metal, that we can beat the metals and convert them into thin sheets. So there is also one exception in case of malleability, that is tungsten. So tungsten is a metal that is non-malleable, means it cannot be beaten into the thin sheets. So next property is ductile. So what is the ductile? Means metals can be drawn into wires. We can change the metal into wires also, like gold and silver. These can be converted into wires. So these are the properties of metal, and here is the exceptional case, that lead and zinc are the metals, but these are non-ductile, means these cannot be drawn up into the wires. So next property is sonorous. Sonorous means producing sound. So metals are sonorous in nature, means they produces a ringing sound when struck with a hard object. So these will show the sonorous property. Next property is high melting and boiling points. So metals mainly having the high melting and boiling point, but there is some exception in case of high melting and boiling point also. Sodium and potassium are the metals that having low melting point and also boiling point. So another property is good conductor of heat and electricity, means metals passes heat and electricity through them. Okay, so like aluminium and copper, these are the metals and these are having good conductor of heat and electricity. So that's why mainly the utensils are made up of aluminium and copper. So in this case also there is an exception, that is lead. Lead is a metal, but instead it is a bad conductor of heat also and electricity also. So next property is forming oxides. So metals having tendency to form oxides, means they will combine with oxygen and they will form oxides. For example, magnesium oxide, calcium oxide and sodium oxide. So these are the metal oxides. Next one is the showing valencies 1, 2 and 3. So metals having capacity to show these valencies only. So means in the outermost shell there are 1, 2 or 3 electrons are present in case of metals. There is an exception in case of lead with having valency 4. So mainly metals having valencies 1, 2 and 3, but in case of lead its valency is 4.